one will be able to claim a free subscription, 3-month subscription at the end of this month. And so they can enjoy up to 30 transactions per day, no gas fees. They can explore the ecosystem, interacting with any dApps without facing any transaction fees. And starting mid-February, we launch what we call the weekly grant lottery. It's pretty simple. One transaction equal one free ticket. The more transaction you do, the more ticket you've got, and the more chance to win a prize you will have.
Wow, nice, nice. That's wonderful that you've gamified it as well. When it comes to gamification, and obviously you guys are looking at perhaps processing a lot of transactions in any given day from any particular dApp or be it any user. So that brings me to the question of scalability. Scalability is obviously a crucial factor in any kind of a chain or any blockchain technology for that matter. How do you intend to address the scalability challenges, and will it have any kind of an impact on the user experience?
No, not at all. First of all, I engage each one to come back to the current reality in terms of adoption and usage. You can go, for example, on real TPS, and you will see that the first one, it's Arthera with 1,300 TPS. It's the current usage. Okay? Polygon, it's 90 TPS. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that these blockchains are not able to handle more transaction. It means that we don't have yet enough people using what we are building, and not using this enough. As I told you previously, when you analyze the on-chain reality, it's less than one transaction per day per active wallet.
Wow.
So talking about scalability, for me, it's, guys, first
right
of
now
all,
we're not there yet.
no, yes, any blockchain is what is the sense of pretending to be able to support 1 million TPS when you just have less than 3 TPS average?
That is true. There's a contradiction there.
Exactly, it's the wrong approach. We deploy Arthera in 2 phases. The first one with Lachesis, a DAG proof-of-stake protocol. It's an open source protocol which can support up to 10,000 TPS. 10,000 TPS. It's already a lot. Hold on, I just check something. 10,000 TPS. It's more than 800 million transactions per day. Okay, we can go on. There is already a lot to do with this. And starting this year, we will start to implement and deploy our own proprietary Blaze DAG protocol, supporting more than 500,000 TPS. And with such performance, we can support 48 billion transactions per day.
Oh, okay.
So we don't need millions TPS. We first need real usage.
Right. That's true. So, with your rich experience in business strategy and development, how do you see the current landscape of the, entire ecosystem? And what kind of a role or what kind of a strategy do you have in mind for Arthera as well, in order to make sure that, you guys are getting the right kind of adoption?
First of all, I do think that with our business model, subscription-based, engaging a project to offer no gas fees experience, we will see a surge in terms of not only active users, but also number of transactions per users per day. If we just take the current number of people using Web3 app. And rather than doing less than transaction per day, they make 10 transactions per day. We already have 10 times more usage, basically. So it's all about the pricing model. If you tell to people, hey guys, you can not only enjoy DeFi, GameFi project, NFT marketplace, you can mint your NFT connection for mostly nothing or at no cost. And people who will mint will be able to pay by card, in fiat, Apple Pay, Google Pay, or in crypto without the need of owning any crypto first in their wallet, the native token. It's radically changed the way we can onboard the people. And if additionally you bring decentralized alternative to massively used web app, like decentralized Dropbox, decentralized alternative to WeTransfer, it's 20 million monthly active users.
Right.
Okay, so and the same messaging web app, it's like emails, it's more than 300 billions message sent per day. So imagine the potential.
Yeah, that it does have, right? In terms of creating a community and sustaining an L1, those can be a little hard initially. It becomes a little like a chicken and an egg problem, especially because you're a chain, you need developers as well as users. Are there any specifically community-led initiatives or marketing strategies that you are deploying to get a good foothold in the market?
In Web3, we always are impressed by big numbers, knowing that it means nothing. There is a few blockchain who have 500,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers on Twitter, and who have just 1-2 transactions per block, actually. We have to uncorrelate these numbers. It's easy with bots. You have a lot of service provider. You pay few $100 and you reach a few 100,000 followers on Twitter. Doesn't mean these people will use your product.
Right.
So
yes.
Until now, we have decided to be focused on builders mainly. Not spending indecent amount of money to shield people and to get some fake numbers. We support project, and then it's up to project to engage them, to make to engage people to adopt what they built. Internet service provider is focusing on promoting its own product, engaging people to subscribe to their internet subscription, but not doing the work for everything built using what they deliver. So first of all, builders and helping builders to promote what they built. And this, one more time, when it's a multi-chain project, and this project is able to tell to their user, guys, you can use what we built on several blockchain, but you have to know that on Arthera, it's at no cost, no transaction fees. I think people will make a try.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. In terms of your experience, I want to now touch upon, you have extensive experiences, even you've advised like Tron, I think, at some point. How has that experience influenced your approach to your own chain development? And are there any particular lessons that you've imbibed from that particular experience which you are implementing now?
Yes, engaging a really strong, long-term oriented relation with builders first. our users, in fact, are first builders and also enterprise. We have an onboarding process for project joining early. As part of this process, they submit a form, and we ask them about their previous experience with other blockchain. And it's always the same: a lack of support, nobody to talk to, no long-term relation, no marketing support. So we really want to be dedicated to support project joining, helping them in biz dev, introducing them to other projects, engaging co-marketing action, and supporting them and guiding them in a technical point of view.
Okay. Yeah, I think those are very relevant things, and you're trying to again create a new chain. Is there any advice that you would like to give to folks who are perhaps thinking that they want to create an L1 as well? Because a lot of the sentiment in the space is that L2 is the way perhaps to go, and implementing roll-ups is perhaps another way to go. Do you have a take on that? And what would be your advice for somebody who wants to start a chain, say today?
One more time, I do think that the future of Web3 will be multi-chain. I do think that we have to simplify the end user experience. I'm pretty sure that soon people will use dApps without knowing which blockchain they will use, because they don't need to use. You don't know when you use a web app which where are store your data, which data center. You don't care, you use it. You can use several browsers, it's up to you. It will be the same. You can use Zoom with Chrome, with Safari, with whatever. You don't care, you just use the product. And I do think that in the next few years, it will be the same. People will use one or several blockchain without knowing they use different blockchain. So simplifying the user experience. When you have to switch from one network to another one, it means you also need native token on this new network. It's just too complicated. We forget that most of the people on Earth just can't buy crypto first, so we are excluding them. No, I do think that we should come back to the initial promise of Web3, meaning decentralization, offering an alternative to successful product we are using on a daily basis, but in a decentralized way, and as simple as it is for them. We criticize the social logging, but most of the people create an account now using Twitter, Facebook, Google, and that's it.
Right.
If it's good for them, it's good. Let them do, and then maybe one day they will also create their own non-custodial wallet. But why should I be forced to create a non-custodial wallet, to buy crypto first, secure my wallet, to just mint an NFT which represent a free ticket to go to an event, to attend to an event? No sense. If I want, I should be able to use my email. I don't need crypto. I mint, boom.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, it should be much more streamlined and simpler. I completely, adhere to that, and I think we concur there as well. Laurent, I think this has been such an interesting conversation with what you guys are building. Again, I always have fun on these conversations. I completely lost track of time. But I would like to ask two more questions before we wrap this up. One being, are there any, major milestones or, any kind of future plan that you're looking forward to when it comes to Arthera? You had mentioned some, but is there any one particular milestone that you're really looking forward to?
The first one is to prepare an amazing experience for the grand opening.
Right.
It's starting mid-February. So we still have a lot of project to onboard. Then the first AA, our native token listing at the end of March or beginning of April. And then engaging more and more Web3 builders to join, or even Web2 builders, because we have several no-code platform deployed on Arthera. It will be really simple for anybody to create a smart contract without coding, or creating an NFT marketplace or NFT collection. So I think it's the best way. I keep in mind how the no-code platform in the Web2 history have contributed massively to a wider adoption. People forget that one of the first low-code platform have been is WordPress. It was really hard to create a website. Previously, it was all about coding, and then WordPress. And then today you can use several solutions online. It's a drag and drop. You don't need to know about coding to create your website using a template in a few minutes. So I do think it will be the same for Web3. Up to us to offer the same smooth, frictionless experience to anybody. So they will be able to use what we are all building, a decentralized alternative to existing solution.
Right. Yeah, I think that is very sound advice. Now, before we wrap this up, I would love to ask you one thing that I end up asking everybody who comes on the show. You know, you have had a very extensive experience, as you mentioned. You know, you've been in tech for 30 odd years, and you'd made a leap from Web 2 to Web 3. What would be your advice for folks perhaps sitting on the same dilemma and they are in Web 2 right now? Perhaps they want to make a leap into Web 3 and start building here. What would be your advice to them for them to be able to start living on blockchain?
First of all, stay focused on building a real solution for real people,
Right.
not being driven by trying to build the most innovative solution. There is a lot of basic product that deliver a real tangible solution value, and so people use it. Keep it simple and stupid. When it's more complex, you lose people on the way. It's one of the common mistake we are doing all together in Web3. We complexify everything. And as a basic human, we all know that the more complex it is, the less we are eager to experiment. It's easy to tell that people should educate themselves. Education means having the time and the resource to do it. Even if it's free, most of the people are just focused on surviving. This is a basic reality. It's easy to talk about banking the unbanked people, but when it's more expensive to send money or to pay than what they currently use, don't expect that people will accept to overpay because it's decentralized. No, we have to be pragmatic.
Yeah.
And come back to the basic reality. So stay focused on the reality. Don't over complicate things. Keep it simple and stupid. There is a lot of successful product on Web2. Just have a look if you can offer decentralized alternative and with the same frictionless experience, then people can appreciate, enjoy using a Web2 solution.
Absolutely. I think the fundamentals kind of remain the same all across. It's about solving a problem and it's doing it in an efficient manner, adding convenience to people's life, to your end users' life, so that they would keep coming back to the product that you've created. So that is wonderful advice, Laurent. Thank you so much for making the time to speak to me today. This has been a truly wonderful conversation.
Thanks, real pleasure. It's a joke. I often a, a developer private joke. They often
Hmm,
first create the problem to then create the solution. So we talk about the blockchain trilemma in order to have something to build to solve the blockchain trilemma, but people don't care about the blockchain trilemma. They
that's
care
true.
about their real life uh,
Yeah,
and what they are facing on a daily basis, losing their privacy, um, being more and more dependent on the dominant actors. So first of all, I think just being focused on bringing an alternative, and then in a same frictionless way, and then people can make a try, and mass adoption will come more easily. Thanks a lot. It
absolutely.
was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I think no better way to wrap this up than with those thoughts. Create real solutions for real people. Thank you so much, Laurent, once again.
Thanks to you.